Hi everyone, Heidi here with the Night Owl Sessions. We are so glad that you are visiting our YouTube channel. So in this week's episode, we were able to connect with a really fun young lady named Donna, and we were excited to be able to communicate messages to her from passed on loved ones, as well as giving her an empowering push towards some career goals that she has. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can catch our future episodes. Thanks.
Hi.
Welcome to the Night Owl Sessions. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. It's our pleasure. We're definitely ready to give you a great reading.
This looks amazing. I'm excited.
I have an older woman here. She makes me feel like a grandmother to you.
Okay.
Grandmother passed away?
Yes.
Okay. So she tells me right away, you're gorgeous. And she wants me to scream it at you. So I don't know if this is like, you know, most women, we have our moments where we're like, oh, but she's like, no, you're gorgeous, stop it. But she screams it. And she's like, scream it. And I'm like, okay, so I need to tell you you're gorgeous. It's coming from your grandmother. She's telling me like you have this way, like you have this power where you can encourage other women. And it's like in the beauty field, it's like you're beautiful, you're very encouraging, empowering. I can never say that word, but empowering. And she's like, she wants you to know, like, you're connecting to the feminine, higher, divine, like, and she loves that for you. And she says, you're going to thrive with this. So I don't know if the career that Chris is talking about is going to be in this department, but it's like, you are having women look at themselves, and it could just be through conversation. It could be teaching them about makeup. I don't know what this is, but it's like you're helping your friends, your family, your mother, whoever this is. And it's like, you're showing them their true beauty, and she's proud of you. And she wants you to know that too, though, because she just keeps screaming, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous. Don't you feel it? Don't you see it? So I have to tell you that. I want to keep connecting with your grandma. So since you validated that this is her, can you give me her name so I can like draw her in?
I have a few grandmothers that have passed away.
So this one feels like it would be from your father's side.
Okay, so I have Antoinette, or her name is Dolly. Like we called her Dolly.
Dolly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now would this be like, do you know this grandma? Would she be that like encouraging to you? Because she's like, she wants me to scream it at you.
Well, I lost her when I was only 6, so I didn't have much time with her.
Okay. So then here's the message, because this comes in, it doesn't matter if you lost her before you were even born or in the future. This message is very strong, that she just wants you to know your self-worth. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you know that though, like we all have our moments as women, but for you, it's like, she needs you to hear that. And she still guides you. Yeah, 6 years old is a long time ago, but she still guides you. So let me pull her in more and see what else. But again, she was like, tell her now. So I was like, okay, I'll tell her. I'll give it to her. So
do you think if I said another grandmother's name, that maybe if it wasn't her specifically, or do you feel like it was my father's
So would this
side?
be from your father's side?
That would be from my father's side, but another grandmother would be on my mother's side.
Okay, what's her name? We could try to connect to both.
We have Irene.
Oh my God, okay, I'm gonna show you something. So when you kept saying Dolly, I was like, okay, I have an IR. I don't even know if you're gonna read this. I don't even know what I have an IR, and then I went for Irene or Irma. So you're there.
My God.
So this is, okay, so would this grandma be encouraging and like, come on, you're beautiful, like, okay.
Yeah.
This grandma with the I name for sure, she's the one that encourages you. So if it's not Dolly, I'm sure she's guiding you still. This grandma's the one that's like, come on girl, you got this. You're beautiful, look how powerful you are, like stop this. So I wanted to show you proof.
Okay.
I wrote it, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm sure everybody else has a ton of messages, but let me connect more with her, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for validating that for me.
Sure, no problem.
How are you, Donna?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm one of the astrologers, and so I want to show you your chart real quickly. Okay, well, first thing I want to share with you is you have a really, really unique stellium down here at the bottom of your chart. Kind of, it's like this gathering of planets down here. And what that means is that it kind of turns into a super planet a little bit, but there's all these different energies going on. So this tells me that home and your parents, very important to you. Right off the bat, there's a lot of significance here. You have some very unique things about your chart, and I just want to show you real quickly. You have a lot of cardinal energy. I mean, can you see where I'm circling right up here where it says 12? You are a go-getter. You get an idea and you're on fire. You like go for it. You're also practical in how you approach it because of the earth quality in your chart. So I thought that was really unique. But there's something in astrology called out of bounds. This is where the planets kind of go really high or really low from where they normally kind of cruise around and how we look at things from a geocentric place. Your Jupiter up here is out of bounds, and it's an exaltation, which is very powerful. And the degree of 2 means the best. So I would imagine that wherever you work, you strive to be the best. You excel. You do very well, naturally. I am curious though, are you interested at all with working at home or doing something with beauty or real estate? Does any of that resonate with you?
Both actually, yes.
Okay, because what I'm seeing from your chart right now, and I just want to finish up real quickly, or not real quickly, I want to finish up talking about the out of bounds. Mars is out of bounds at the bottom of your chart, and it's in a nakshatra called Mula, which means that you are a strong communicator, you read very well, and you can cut through the bullshit. Like you do not take any, like you can see through people's stuff. And you can really like to get to the bottom of something. But then Uranus is also out of bounds right next to it. So you're very inventive, like you're very futuristic, forward thinking. And this Uranus out of bounds is talking to this Jupiter out of bounds. And then we have this T-square on your ascendant. So there is this tension that I'm feeling from who you are inside, how you talk to yourself privately, with work, and the release point is in your personality and what you're striving for in this life. I'm going to go on a limb and say that I think there's great potential for you to act kind of like start your own YouTube channel or be your own type of like, you know what I mean? Have some type of social platform, and you work from home and you help women with their authentic voice. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Do you have any interest in something like that? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from your chart, right?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that.
Yeah, because your North Node is in Aquarius, which is all about technology, and it's at the 16th degree, which has to do with Cancer and being at home. But it's also in this cool nakshatra called Shravana, which talks about help train people, like listening to others and like finding the best people to guide you. And that is kind of what, and then also your sun is there too. And so what I kind of interpret from this is that you have great potential to start your own business, work from home, to be on some type of social media platform, because you have your South Node up here. It's like parts of this will come naturally to you. The moon is sandwiched between Neptune in fall and Saturn in rulership, and the moon can mean mom. Was there something unique about your mom at all? Did you have a unique experience growing up?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's just know that that's there, and it's indicated. But yeah, a lot of activity in that 4th house. I'm sure that you are someone who has a lot of internal thinking going on, and you need that expressive you need some type of creative expressive outlet. And I think you can find that by starting your own YouTube channel and sharing your authentic message.
Hi, I'm Mindy, Donna.
Hi, Mindy.
Hi. So I see a lady to your right behind you. So she's definitely like a mom to you,
Okay.
very much so. And I'm hearing that there's a lot of things in your past that you need to heal, and that you need to go back to, I'm hearing the age of 8 specifically, that you need to go back and you need to see that little girl, and you need to talk to her, and you need to give her a hug, and you need to heal, and you need to let that go so that you can move forward. You have a lot of support on the other side. There's this woman that she's very much a mom to you.
Okay.
And she's like, I love you, I miss you, I'm here for you, don't forget me. Yeah, I want you to know that I'm supporting you in everything that you're doing. Okay. I'll see if I could tune in and find something else for you. Okay.
You also happen to be a life path 8, which is also, that's known as the manifester or the CEO. So life path 8 is typically people who are just, they can just build things, not necessarily a car or their hands, but they can build businesses. They're usually in charge of others. Like, they're really good at running their own companies and doing like startups. But also being a life path 8, that can blow up in your face really badly. It's like either you're in alignment and you're doing all the things that you're meant to do, or if you're out of alignment, you could literally be like the worst failure ever. Because that's what it's all about. The life path 8. It's all about getting shit done and manifesting things in your life. So like, I think you need to focus really hard. I would look up life path 8. Alicia Bender has a wonderful website. Just read up on it, because there's a lot of information there, and just know that's your life path and all the things that it tells you to do to stay in alignment. I would really, really try hard to stay, because you could have an amazing life with the life path 8. Very, very successful, very wealthy. I saw an octopus too with you, which was like a sign for me saying that you're good at multitasking. I could just see all like the arms moving around everywhere. So I take it that you're the type of person, when you get your back up against the wall and you're forced to have to do like a lot of things at once, you probably do well.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
So the way that I work is a little bit more with signs and symbols more than everybody else, in the sense that they get like your passed on loved ones. I don't necessarily see that. The one main theme that I got was I'm feeling like there's a lot of ends happening. Ends, like E-N-D. It's definitely more than one. Are you moving also, or are you considering moving?
Well,
You're in an apartment.
I've already moved,
Okay.
and a lot of ends did happen for me to move.
Okay, good.
So you pretty much hit that right there. Like, it was a lot of death, and then like my whole life got like uprooted, and now I'm in a new place. So
Yeah.
like, everything's just different.
I totally and completely feel that. Like, all these ends are a good thing, because they're essentially creating a space for you to branch off and to create the new. It's almost like the end of an era is bringing a new, but everything had to come to an end in all these different regards to get you to go where you're going. So as much as we always think about it as negative, always when you think of a negative of, oh, I lost this, I had to do this, it's not a negative, because it's just taking you on your life path of where you actually have to go for the future. So always just try to keep that in mind. And I know it's such a difficult thing, but 100% it's going to be good for you in the future. Not that they're good things that happen, but it's going to be good for you to learn from for the future.
Oh my God, this is a good one. Romance. This is what I wrote down when I was doing your cards. I mean, I got more excited just talking to you, of course, but this is what they was telling me about your romance. They said you're going to hear from 4 different people, maybe 3, but 4, like soon. These are everything I ask for recent. I want stuff that's going to happen really quickly to you. Mm-hmm. So you can know a week ago, you know, you were on the Night Owls, and guess what? Here come these 4 new people introducing them to you. And they said they're going to bring you positivity, And they're going to be asking you and telling you, oh, I missed you, or oh, I really like to see you again. Can I come see you again? It's going to be like that. It's not going to be like 4 random strangers at a shopping cart. It's going to be like, this person's going to say, oh, I really want to see you again. Oh, I really like that visit we had. Can I see you again?
Mhm.
And they're going to be like really looking within you. They're going to recognize who you are, and they're going to recognize your worth. They're going to recognize your value and your worth more than you recognize your value and your worth.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad Cassandra mentioned like the person. I really do believe there's going to be a, like, I call them blasts from the past, like
Okay.
somebody that you've known, and who knows, maybe it was someone from like high school or college years or wherever. You haven't seen them in a long time, then you're gonna be like, like you're gonna be ready to hang out.
Okay.
And it's that kind. It's like Mark said, it's the I really love to see you. Would you like to come? Those are the words I heard was, I really love to see you. Would you like to come over? Or can I come over to see you? And I'm like, ooh, that girl's gonna get some romance.
Can I say something real fast? Because I know there's more messages. But I lost my paper because I was calling. So I wanted to just say this from your grandmother, Irene. It definitely was her. And this is the message that comes in very clear for you, Donna, is she wants you to feel the love. And I guess that's a general thing, but for her, it's like love, 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 love. You need to love yourself, and therefore you can give love. And she wants you to know this very strongly. And this is the card that popped out for you. And it's a love card. So you see like the flowers are like flourishing and they're growing and they're beautiful and they're bright. And she tells you, this is you. She says, this is you. You are these beautiful flowers. She tells you to put on color. So I don't know if you've been wearing a lot of darker colors lately or if that's your thing, but she says, put on some color. Then she also tells you orange. Like I'm pulling you in and I just feel like you need to put on the color orange, and you might not like it. I don't know, but she's telling you to put it on.
I put on yellow today.
Okay, so there you go. Because I see the dark and I'm like, but I feel, put on the orange, because when you put on the orange, she's going to be with you. And this means orange is for your, your sacral chakra. And so look into the sacral chakra for orange and see what it is. It's creativity. It's all these beautiful things. And I feel like right now you feel like you are being repressed in this creativity and all this, like other people said, but they're telling you wear the color you want to be. So if you want to be creative, put that color on. Look up chakras. You'll know what I'm talking about, because right now I sound crazy. But that's what she's telling you. So I apologize. I didn't see the yellow shirt, but she told me, tell her to put some color on. So the fact that you did today, then she knows. So I had my message wrong. But she wants you to be like these flowers. And so she hears you and she's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And the message that comes in is like, I need you to love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Also, she keeps trying to give me like cookies and snacks, and she's like pushing them at me, and she's like, just eat one. And I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna tell her no. So she's pushing like these little cookie biscuits, like I don't know what kind of cookies they are, but I'm gonna eat the whole plate with her because she keeps giving them to me. And I feel like this might be a memory of, do you have siblings?
Yes.
Okay, because she's like giving like you, and then I see other kids there, and she's like, here you go. Like, go play now, like, go on, be kids. Like, she wants you just to remember those good times. And if that's a cookie or two, she's like, have one. She just wants you to feel in the moment and love yourself and be happy. So I wanted to say that before Mindy, because Mindy has so much more for you, but I just wanted to say that before.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Back to your mom. Okay, so I'm seeing this lady behind you with brown hair.
Okay.
And she's very much sorry. She's very sorry, and she wants to tell you that. It's like you had a really hard time in your past, and she wants you to forgive her.
Okay.
And it's time to, and she's telling me that she died too early, and that she's showing me a white house, and I don't know if that means anything to you, but she's showing me a house, and she's showing me jewelry that you have of hers.
Okay.
and she's showing me teeth. I don't know if teeth have anything to do.
Oh my God. Yes.
I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm just telling you what I see. And and I'm seeing brown hair.
Okay.
And she's just like, I couldn't not say this to you, and I needed to tell you that she loves you.
Okay.
And she's telling me, you know, take care of your dad, and he's gonna be okay. And I have chills, and she's like, and I'm always around, and you can talk to me, and I do hear you, and I love you.
That's sweet.
So I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you so much, Mindy.
You're welcome.
I believe, Donna, that you have a very thin veil between your past life and your current life. There wasn't a long difference between the two.
Okay.
Time has no time.
Yes.
It's like you went to bed one day and you passed away, and you woke up the next day and you were Donna. An example for you would be if you're going somewhere and you know the place, but don't know the place. Like you're like, oh my God, I know I've been here. I haven't seen this myself in a very long time, where it's within the same century.
Mm-hmm.
You passed and were born in the same time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If you watch a show like a black and white movie, do you feel very comfortable watching them?
Yeah. I used to watch them all the time.
And I
Wow.
believe somebody in your family has some old pictures of the ancestors.
Yes.
Look at them because you're in them.
Yes.
Believe it's going to be an old wedding picture, and it's going to be a flower girl.
Okay.
But look at some of those old black and white pictures, and you're going to see, don't look at the physical part. Look at it in a fourth dimension part. Look at it and just be like, oh my God, there's my eyes.
Wow, that's crazy.
There's my hair. There's my, like, something about yourself, even a beauty mark that you have, because you have a predominant beauty mark. But I don't know if they'll see it in pictures.
Wow.
So focus on those, and I believe it's one of your great aunts. Do you have a great aunt that's still living?
Yeah.
She's in her 90s, mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
I almost want to say that she knows.
Did you have any questions that we didn't touch on? Was there something that you're particularly looking to get answers on?
I was wondering if, like, my uncle's okay. Like, if anybody connected with an uncle that has passed.
He's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter how you die here. Like, what gets left behind here, when you hear about, like, ghosts and all that weird shit, that's, like, leftover energy from the ego that remains here on the earth. When someone passes, they go back where their soul is. Your soul, your soul, like, lives up, if you could consider heaven or whatever you call heaven. Your soul resides there at all times. What's inside of your body is just a tiny little piece of it. So when your physical body dies, it's going to return back to where it came from. So he's perfectly fine. He's happier than all hell, and he's probably poking in and out of your life and trying to send you signs to remind you he's around.
Did he die of a sickness or an accident? Which one?
It was sudden.
Was it a heart attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like Mark, he's fine. But I do feel like it was sudden and it kind of threw everybody off.
He was here, like, we ate dinner with him one night, and then that morning, that was it. It was like everything just...
Does he have a connection to a C name in his family?
Yes.
Okay, because he's pointing me down to a C name and he says children. So I know he has children, and he just wants you to tell him that he's okay and it was just his time to go. That's the hardest thing you're going to tell them, is it was his time to go, because that sucks. Who wants to hear that? But he needs you to tell this C name. I don't know why, if it's his child or if it's just this.
Cheryl?
It's a C name. That's all he gave me. Because at first I was like, like trying to sound it out, and he just put the C down. So I put the C, and he made me feel like, so if this is his children, his wife, or whoever this is, this C name, it's coming up where you need to deliver this message. Unfortunately, it was just his time to go. He is okay, and he wants you to tell his children that, like, he's okay. He is okay. I don't know if somebody's gonna start seeing, I don't know how long ago this was, but if somebody's gonna start seeing coins, I see pennies. So if somebody's starting to see them, that's his sign for anybody. It could be for you, for whoever, but that they're gonna start finding the pennies.
Well, when he was here, his whole thing was about coins. He loved collecting coins.
Yeah, so that's validation that what I'm telling you is, you know, it might not be all lovey-dovey, but that's the way he comes in. It's like, tell them they're gonna see these coins, especially pennies. He was telling me about the pennies, but he kept saying coins. And then he wants you to tell the C name and his children. He's okay. And there's your validation.
Thank you so much, Colleen.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Was he a driver? Did he drive for a living?
Yeah, he had a juice route.
Okay, because I see him behind a truck, just driving, doing a lot of driving and stuff like that. And I think that's probably one of the things that contributed to him having a heart attack, is because he wasn't moving around a lot during the day. So being in the truck and being like, you know, immobile and just driving, I'm sure it took its toll on him, but he didn't move around enough. And I think you know, his heart wasn't healthy as it should have been. But I saw him driving around. So thank you for validating.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
Donna, I just want to give you a few dates to keep in mind. Okay. The first week of February, we're building up to what I call a super stellium Aquarius, and you have your sun and your north node there. By February could be a very big month for you in terms of like creative ideas, even work. Okay, so just be aware that the first week of February could be a very, you know, great time. Also, Jupiter is going to go to your 6th house this summer. It will go in and go back out. But this summer, I think that you're going to experience some good fortune with work. You'll get a flavor of where things are going. Okay, so be alert from that. It could even start in May. So just some last minute thoughts as I listen. You've got some, like they said, you've got some big things coming up, and it'll be quite cathartic, the experience. So, all right.
Thank you, Heidi.
My pleasure.
All right. Wow. We definitely went over. I hope you enjoyed all the information that was passed. Was there any one thing before we go? Was there anything that you wanted to let us know that we really hit hard on? Any major validations?
Yeah, all of you actually really did pick up on a lot. Just the like my whole life had a shift about 1.5 years ago. I picked up and moved from where I lived my whole life, basically. And I actually, it's because my uncle passed away. And like, after he passed, it was like, everything was just in an uproar. And my grandmother's coming through, like Mindy and Colleen and everybody who touched on her, like, just, she was into jewelry. I forgot who said that, something about jewelry. But she actually used to make jewelry, and I have some of her jewelry, and it's just a lot. Like I have so many pages of things I wrote down. Mark hit on a lot of things to do with like how I'm feeling about like work, and just how like just everything that like I want to do but I'm nervous to do, but like I do have that like CEO kind of thing, like right now I don't have a job, but I feel like I don't want to be under a boss. Like I kind of want to be the boss. Like it's that kind of mentality that I have.
It is literally your life path to start your thing.
Just I scribbled so much because I was nervous, but oh, my grandmother, Mindy was saying about my grandmother, we used to joke around with her, and because she had dentures, to take
that's the teeth
out. Like I literally have a video of my childhood memories. We're yelling at her, take your teeth out. We would joke with her. So it's kind of funny you brought that up.
That's awesome.
But Yeah, everybody was so amazing.
No, Donna, it was definitely a pleasure. I think you're super cool, and you know what? I wish everybody that comes on the show has like your openness and your energy, because clearly everybody had no problems connecting with you tonight. So if you need anything in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out. We would definitely love to hear from you again.
Thank you so
Nice
much, guys.
meeting you, Donna. Have a good night.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. Have a good night.
Good luck.
Thank you.